Okay, guys, welcome to part two of advertise and email marketing. In part two, we're going to be talking about Facebook and Instagram advertising as a secondary platform to drive traffic to your listing on Amazon or to build brand awareness, just basically to get more impressions, more traffic, and a result, more conversions, which is the goal. This is the last step. This is after you have everything. You have your listing is rocked out and optimized. Your PPC on Amazon's ACOS percentage is where you want it to be, and it is low and is profitable. You've integrated JumpSend. You guys are doing email marketing. You have a good amount of reviews. Okay, you have a positive, 4.5 to 5-star reviews, a decent amount of them. This is the last step. You don't want to rush into this step because it will be a waste of effort and a waste of money. So first, you want to create a Facebook and Instagram page. They work and sync together. As you know, this is free to do. You can use it. If you already have, chances are you already have a Facebook and an Instagram page for your personal self. You can do that and then create brands or create pages or groups off of Facebook. So Facebook and Instagram are, they work together. They're synchronized in advertising as well as listing. So if you list something on Facebook, you can get it to appear on Instagram. If you advertise something on Facebook with a click of a button, you can have it simultaneously advertised in Instagram. Depending on the products that you use, that will be a determining factor in synchronizing the Instagram with your Facebook. My personal split testing and my studies have showed that Instagram is profitable for age groups of 26 years of age, men or women, and below. As soon as you get to 27 and up, Facebook is where it's more profitable. This has been from my products, my split testing. This is a hypothesis. Be sure to do your own split testing. In the world of advertising and marketing, there's no home run on the first trial. There's going to be a lot of trial and error, a lot of changes. That's just the part of zoning in and zeroing in on your demographic and your group. With more experience, more time spent, you'll start to know your targeted demographic, where they live, what they look like, their gender, their age, all that good stuff. And Facebook is really good to help people acquire those metrics. And once you obtain those metrics, you can really zero down on your advertising. So create ads on Facebook, turn on the show on Instagram option to appear on both platforms. That's what we were talking about. It's a little button. Once you get into creating the account, you'll see where it says allow ads to appear on Instagram, something to that consent, and there will be a little button that you click. It'll turn blue if you have it on. Utilize this for new product launches, product promotions, or special occasions such as Valentine's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Halloween, Christmas, etc. So whether you're going for brand awareness, these are irrelevant unless you're synchronizing Shopify or other platforms or websites. The couple that I want to recommend is the engagement, okay, which is going to help you get more post engagements, page likes, responses, or offer claims. This is going to be for when you start your page. So you start your brand page. Let's just say it's A1 compression gear. That's your brand. That's your page that you start. You can do engagement. You can get engagements on the cheap. Get people start liking that page so it looks real. If you don't have at least 20, 30 people, if you don't have anybody on your page, anybody liking your page, and you start running ads, you're going to be you're just going to be going through your budget. It's not going to be advantageous because there's going to be no social proof. So the first step before you start advertising is to make sure that you get likes on your Facebook and you get followers on your Instagram. So I shoot for 50 to 100 before I start, which you can invite all your friends and family. In your JumpSend email, shoot out a link to Instagram, shoot out a link to Facebook, tell them to go over and follow that for promotions found nowhere else, or product launches, to be notified first about product launches. Get them suckered in and get them over there. Get about 100, 50 to 100. Then you can start with the engagement and get them on the cheap, 4 or 5 cents per engagement, per like. Build that up. Reach, if you want to go viral, reach or brand awareness. If you have some extra funds, your items are profitable, and you want to blow up your website, or your Facebook, your Instagram, your social platforms, you can dabble into brand awareness or reach. That's a good way to get your likes up, to get your activity, your social engagements going up. Traffic is the main one I use. Send more people to a destination on or off Facebook. And essentially, what you could do is copy paste the URL, which is the link. You obtain it from up here. You copy, just in case you don't know. Copy this, paste it, and then in YouTube or Instagram, it will show this link. When you do that with an Amazon listing, your Amazon product will show up. It'll show up a little picture and then a brief description, a sentence or two sentences about what it is. Then you'll have a section where you can write about it. So let's just click traffic. This right here, it's going to let you know about, hey, do you want to use this if you want conversions, if you want to track conversions using a pixel, click conversions instead. But we're not using this for our website, and there is no pixel that you can use on Amazon to track conversions. Currently, they don't integrate together. So you want to stay at traffic. The split test is if you're going to run multiple ads. This is, like I said, once you start to find out your demographics, your age groups, your genders, you can start to do split testing within age groups, within genders, within geographical location being, let's say you want to start testing Florida, you want to test California, you want to test Texas, you want to target different geographical placements, then you could do create split tests. But right now, let's assume we don't have any of those metrics, we don't have any of that data. So let's go ahead and go traffic, Amazon product A, call it product A. It's going to take you to the next screen. All right, you want to make sure you have it clicked on website. Here's the meter. It's going to show you your audience, where you're at. You want to stay broad. That's going to give you the largest amount of reach. Okay, so this is custom audience that you can create. This is locations. So you want to start off with the United States. You don't want to click Florida and California to start off with. After you run your campaigns for a month to a couple weeks to a month, and you start to get accurate list of demographics, geographics, then you can start to target geographic locations, do split testing, gender. But you want to leave all this stuff broad. Leave it United States, gender, all. Maybe tweak the age. If you're selling fidget spinners, which I don't suggest you do, you wouldn't want 65-plus-year-old people looking at fidget spinners. You'd want it to be 18 and under, or 21 and under, or 25 and under. So make sure you pay attention to this. This is what I'll say. I like to go 18 to 45 or 46, but it depends on your product. You guys know your product. You should know your product. You should have an idea what age group is using your product. I'm selling compression bands for this scenario, for this study. So let's say some people can use it, older people can use it, younger people can use it. So this is kind of a broad one. So I might want to go to 56. A lot of older people do use the compression bands. Languages, you want to leave it to English. All right, so you want to keep this really broad, just so you can start to get some metrics. You can run this for about a week and gather metrics. I like to run it for a couple weeks at a low budget to gather some detailed metrics, because the thing is, the metrics are going to be volatile if you only track it for a couple days. You really want to get some good amount of impressions, so you can see the estimated daily results here based off of what your budget is. So the minimum is $5 a day, guys. So you got to do $35 a month, $35 a week per 7 days, $5 a day daily budget. Or you can do what's called a lifetime budget. If you want to only budget $100 to this, click lifetime budget, put $100. I recommend the daily budget and the $5 unless you only have a set amount that you can spend. Don't set this and forget about it and come back next year, because it's not gonna perform, or it's not gonna be beneficial for you. Start at $5 a day. Okay, if you know that's $35 a week, you can even go lifetime budget and put $35. Okay, but start daily budget at $5 a day, and check back every day, every other day, and check to see where your impressions are. And like I said, I try to hold on for at least 7 days, 14 days if possible, 28, 30 days if possible. After that, you can go and print out your metrics. It's going to show your demographic, what percentage of people in what geographic location. So to show you, more people in Florida viewed it than Indiana or Chicago, and then it'll show you, it'll show you a graph. 18 to 35 was 70%, and 35 to 50 was 30%. It shows you really detailed metrics which can help zero in not only on your advertising and your listings, but you can also go back to Amazon and apply that into your keywords, your backend, and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to run this ad. I'm not going to go into depth because I'm not running this ad. This is my personal advertising account where I run my advertising, but it's really straightforward. I don't teach social media advertising. I'm not an SMMA guy. This is just basic entry level, and to broaden your horizon and your level of thinking to utilize other platforms and forms of advertising. Okay. So with that being said, like I said, once you run this, it'll ask you if you want to sync it with Instagram. You can sync it with Instagram. Just remember, my study after 26, it becomes more profitable. It's from my case studies. So if you're going to click the Instagram, make sure you watch that because it will double your spend. You know, you'll run through your budget a lot faster because you have two platforms. You know, a lot of, like I said, depends. I've had some products that are hits on Instagram, and I run Instagram solely. Also, another thing you want to take into fact and watch closely is desktop versus smart device, which is a phone or a tablet. Sometimes advertising strictly on the phone or the tablet's more profitable. So these are split tests that you can run down the road after you get your campaign started and you get that first initial several weeks or month of metric data. Then you can start doing split testing. Like I said, different geographic locations, geographic placements, different demographics. You can start doing split testing between one split test desktop, the other split test smart devices, so tablets, phones, anything like that. See which one's delivering, gaining more impressions and getting more conversions. So with that being said, there's no way, because you're not really supposed to advertise Amazon through Facebook. It's usually meant for different, WordPress sites, different sites, Shopify, Weebly, where you obtain what's called a pixel code. You put it in the header of your website, and this tracks the conversions, so you know exactly how much your average cost of sale is, or your average cost per conversion. There's no way to obtain a pixel and accurately do this. So what you want to do on Amazon is really monitor your sales while you're running the Facebook ads, and make sure you have about a month worth or 2 months worth of data, or at least a month worth of data on Amazon before you run the Facebook ads. That way you can print out both charts and you can compare them. And if it's not a holiday, or if the holiday didn't fall on this when you were doing the Facebook advertising, then that's a good way to compare apples to apples and see, okay, I spent this much on budget after zeroing my Facebook, Instagram ads. This is the amount of increase, this is the amount of spend, and then you can start to see a trend as well as see if it is profitable and advantageous to continue. All right, guys, so I hope this helps. This is going to wrap it up. This is the last section. I wish you guys all the best of luck. I extend myself to all of you. You guys all have my email address. It's in the resources as well. I wish you guys the best of luck. If you have any questions, post it in the Facebook group that's created for you guys to help each other out. I interact in there as well as try to be very responsive in my emails. And thanks again.